CQ, CQ40, Golf Mike 8, Oscar Fox, Quebec. CQ, CQ40, Golf Mike 8, Oscar Foxtrot, Quebec, GM8OFQ, CQ, CQ40, Golf Mike 8, Oscar Foxtrot, Quebec, calling CQ 40 minutes. Golf Mike 8, Oscar Foxtrot, Quebec, GM8OFQ, CQ40, Golf Mike 8, Oscar Foxtrot, Quebec, CQ40. Golf Mike 8, Oscar Fox, Quebec, GM8OFQ, calling CQ, CQ40, Golf Mike 8, Oscar Foxtrot, Quebec, CQ. Golf Mike 8, Oscar Fox, Quebec, GM8OFQ, calling CQ40, CQ, Golf Mike 8, Oscar Foxtrot, Quebec, calling CQ. CQ40, CQ40, Golf Mike 8, Oscar Foxtrot, Quebec, Golf Mike 8, Oscar Foxtrot, Quebec, CQ40. Golf Mexico 8, Oscar Foxtrot, Quebec, calling in CQ, CQ. Golf Mike 8, Oscar Foxtrot, Quebec, calling in CQ.
This is Delta Lima 2, Fox Delta Mike.
Delta Lima 2, Fox Delta Mike. Yeah, very good afternoon. Thanks very much for coming back to the call, Rainer. Nice to meet you again. I think we had a contact with you a couple of days ago. Good signal, you're 59 plus into the Orkney Islands on the north coast of Scotland, and the name Jeff. Golf Echo Oscar Foxtrot, Foxtrot. Delta Lima 2, Fox Delta Mike, Golf Mike 8, Oscar Foxtrot, Quebec, USA.
Roger, Roger, Joffrey. Yeah, good afternoon. Yeah, we have many QSOs. The last one was on 10 meters with big signals from Europe to Great Britain. This was absolute crazy, my friend. You're coming in with 59 plus also. Yeah, stable and good signal indeed. You have all my data from this. I have to say that is okay, so I guess. Yeah, it's fantastic. Okay, my friend. I wish you a nice day. WX here in Gießen, in my hometown. 25 degrees centigrade, blue sky. That's it. Nice weather for my old ex-QSL.
Yeah, QSL Rainer. Yeah, very good. Well, thanks for the weather report from Gießen. Yeah, the weather here in Orkney Islands on the north coast of Scotland today is overcast. A little bit drizzly rain. Very calm conditions. No wind, 0 wind. Temperature 13 degrees Celsius. Not a very sunny day here, Rainer. But anyway, nice to meet you again. Yes, I remember the 10-meter pile up there. It was crazy propagation. Some very big signals coming in from Europe and also from United Kingdom. Also 15 meters was the same. Big signals and short skips. Today though, not so good. The band's very quiet today, Rainer, but 40 meters working very well this afternoon. Thanks a lot. All the best to you there. Have a good afternoon down there in Gießen. 73 from Orkney Island. Delta Lima 2, Fox Delta Mike, Golf Mike 8 Oscar Fox Quebec. 73 Rainer, bye-bye.
Yes, thank you, Jeffrey. Das ist fantastic. Golf Mike 8 Oscar Fox Green, Delta Lima 2 Fox Delta Mike. Stay here. Yeah, we meet us again, my friend, I guess. Here's Delta Lima 2 Fox Delta Mike. Thank you. Dankeschön, Jeffrey.
Ja, vielen Dank, Rainer. Bis zum nächsten Mal. Bleibt gesund. Alles gut. Schönen Abend noch. Tschüss.
Ciao.
Jeff, good afternoon. Papa Hotel 7 Kilo Lima Mike.
Yeah, Papa Hotel 7 Kilo Lima Mike. Yeah. Thanks very much for coming into the call this afternoon. Nice signal. You're 59 plus. I'll give you a better report on the next over. The name is Jeff. I think you have that already. And we're in the Orkney Islands on the north coast of Scotland, Egbert. I think this is our first contact. 59 plus into Orkney Islands. Papa Hotel 7 Kilo Lima Mike. Golf Mike 8 Oscar Foxtrot, Quebec.
Yes, Jeff, indeed. My name is Egbert. I'm receiving you between 59 plus 5 and 59 plus 10. I tried many times to make contact with you, but most of the time you have a big pilot, so I'm very happy that finally I'm succeeding in getting in contact with you. I'm living in the northeast part of the Netherlands, and the weather is fine here, not as warm as in Germany in the call before. It is here about 19 degrees, but it is partly cloudy, so we have nice weather. Back to you, Jeff, for Mike 8 Oscar Foxtrot Quebec. This is Papa Hotel 7 Kilo Lima Mike.
Okay, Egbert, very good. Well, thanks very much indeed for the report there into the Netherlands. You're 10 over 9 with me. A little bit of QSP on the band, but a good signal. A little bit of noise on the band as well today. I think there has been some solar activity recently, so the bands are a little bit noisy, but no problem. Good signal, and very pleased to meet up with you, and thanks for your patience in coming back to me. Yes, it was getting a little bit wild with the with the pile-up, Egbert. I'm not sure if that was on 40 meters or 10 meters, but we've had some very good propagation on 10 meters and 15 meters into Europe over the weekend. So very pleased to get you in the log here. Just for your information, Egbert, we're running here a K3 from Elecraft, 400 watts into a 5-element phased antenna beaming down in your direction. Thanks a lot, Egbert. I'll put it back to you there for the final. Papa Hotel 7 Kilo Lima Mike, Golf Mike 8 Oscar Foxtrot, Quebec.
Thank you, Jeff. I'm already trying for 1 year to get in contact with you, or already 1 year. I'm using the famous Icon 7300100 watts, and my antenna is an NZ antenna of 23 meters in length at 10 meters height. It's doing fine. Okay, hope to meet you again soon, and have a good evening and this afternoon. Bye-bye. 458 Oscar Foxtrot, Quebec. Greetings from Papa Hotel 7 Kilo Lima Mike. Bye-bye.
Yeah, my pleasure, Rainer. We'll look, sorry, Egbert. We'll look out for you next time, maybe on one of the other bands. So stay well, 73s, and good luck from Orkney Island. Papa Hotel 7 Kilo Lima Mike, Gulf Mexico 8 Ocean Florida Queen. Send 3.
Bye-bye.
Oscar November 9, Charlie Golf Bravo.
Yeah, Oscar November 9, Charlie Golf Bravo. Yeah, very good afternoon, Bill. Nice to hear you again. Good signal as usual. 5-9 plus into the Orkney Islands on the north coast of Scotland. Hope everything's well with you there over there in Belgium. Oscar November 9, Charlie Golf Bravo, Golf Mike 8 Oscar Foxtrot, Quebec.
Roger, good afternoon or good evening to you, Jeff. Golf Mike 8 Oscar Foxtrot, Quebec. Oscar November 9, Charlie Golf Bravo return. Thank you for 5-9 plus. Your 5-9 plus 15 into West Flanders, Belgium. All is okay and the weather is improving. The temperature's gone up now to 23 and we are expecting by the weekend much higher temperatures. I had a very important birthday since we last spoke. About 3 weeks ago, I celebrated my 90th birthday, Jeff. Over.
Oh, very good, Bill. Well, congratulations and a belated happy birthday to you. Yes, I thought you were coming up to a very special occasion there. We did have a contact with you back in January, and you did say that the special day was coming up fairly soon. So very good to hear you, and I'm sure you've got many more to go yet, Bill, before the final turn goes on that coil. And you're sounding very good as usual, and thanks for the 5-9 plus 10. Your report is also the same, 10 to 15, a little bit of QSB, a little bit of noise on the band. I think the result of some solar activity the last couple of days. But we seem to have a good signal across into Europe this afternoon anyway. Quite a bit of activity up and down the band. Excellent, Bill. Well, the weather over here, it's a little bit overcast this afternoon. We did have a little bit of rain, a little bit of drizzle, but at the moment it's bright and dry, and the temperature 13 degrees, so not as warm as further south in the UK, and certainly not forecast to get the hot temperatures that the south part of the UK is going to get over the next weekend. Talking of temperatures around 30 degrees, which is just a little bit too warm for me, Bill. We're looking at about 16 or 17 degrees up here on the north coast of Scotland, which is just the right temperature for me. I've got some work to do in the garden, a little bit of manual labour, so a nice cool temperature would be very welcome. Excellent, Bill. Well, as I say, you're sounding very good, and I think I'm not sure what rig you're running there. I know in the past we've had you when you've been using the TS50, and you've also got a 7300. So I'm not too sure, but your audio is sounding very nice anyway. Oscar Norway 9, Charlie Golf Bravo, Golf Mike 8, Oscar Foxtrot, Quebec.
Roger. GM8OFQ, 9CGB. I'd like you to correct my report for you.
plus 15. I am running the ICOM 7300 with the Sugar Mic 30 desk mic, and the linear that I must have been using when we last spoke, made by a relatively small company in Italy called RF Power. The model is Lima Alpha 1 Kilo 5. It's capable of a kilowatt. I am putting 5 watts into it and voice peaking 400 watts. And if I put less than 5 watts in, it doesn't like it and it cuts out. And sometimes even 5 watts isn't enough. But I'm not power mad, I'm just fascinated by state-of-the-art equipment. I was going to say something else. Yes, I still have the TS50 and I put it into use from time to time. And my favorite old rig, the 130 Sugar, has gone on the blink, and I'm afraid it's probably not worth trying to fix it. Initial examination hasn't found the cause. Anyway, otherwise, now that we've reached 90, I'm going to aim for 100, but who knows, I can disappear any time. It can happen to anybody at any age. But I'm in reasonably good shape, and of course pop plenty of pills. But I do feel the age, more and more aches and pains when I go out for my virtually daily walk. I go slower and slower and can't go as far as I used to. But we keep at it. You stay safe, take care, and I look forward to the next time. Golf Mike 8, Oscar Foxtrot, Quebec. Oscar November 9, Charlie Golf Bravo. 73, stay safe.
Yes, excellent, Bill. Well, as I say, I'm sure you've got many more birthdays to come, and it's all about feeling positive and going out and doing the things that you want to do. So I'm sure we'll be having more QSOs in the future. Anyway, Bill, it's been a pleasure as always. Thanks very much indeed. Sorry to hear about the 130, by the way. That's a bit of a shame. From what I remember, it always sounded very nice. I always recognize your voice, but you could always keep it on the shack table there as a very nice piece of furniture. Hi. But anyway, Bill, you stay well. Thanks very much indeed for calling in this afternoon. Enjoy the rest of the day, and 73 from the Orkney Islands. Oscar Norway 9, Charlie Golf Bravo. Golf Mike 8, Oscar Foxtrot, Quebec. 73, thank you, Bill.
Roger, Jeff. One more question. What is your frequency display precisely, please? Over.
7138.00.
Okay, that's what I'm on also. But I think you might be a little bit close to the mic. It doesn't sound as if I'm spot on with you. But I think I've commented this before. I think it's just one of your settings and you're obviously happy with it. All the best, take care, stay safe. I've got a message from, it's gone, but somebody who knows you. HB9ASQ is listening. And what did he say? Jeff is always a little off frequency. That's what he thinks. And what was the previous? I think. Okay, that's all. Yeah, that's it. Take care, stay safe. 73. GM8 Oscar Fox Quebec. Oscar November 9, Charlie Golf Bravo QSY. Bye.
Thanks very much indeed, Bill. 73. Bye bye.
Yes.
Kilo Papa again.
I'll try. Jeff, if you still hear me, what's it called? HB9ASQ Sends you his greetings, but you're too weak for him to work in Switzerland. 73.
Oh, okay, Bill. Right, I can't hear anybody on the frequency at the moment. I think there was a station Kilo Papa in the call, but I didn't hear Bob there. Okay, Bill. Thanks very much indeed. We'll see you later. Bye bye. Who was the Kilo Papa?
Also to Bob. Alpha X-ray Papa. Golf 4 Alpha X-ray Papa. Calling you, Jeff.
Golf 4 Alpha X-ray Papa. Yeah, very good afternoon, and thanks for calling in there, Gerald. Good signal. You're 59 plus. I'll give you a report on the S-meter next time. You're sounding very nice. Let me just have a look at the log here. We last worked you back just before Christmas last year on 80 meters, Gerald. So very nice to meet up with you again. It's been a while since we had a contact on 40. July 2019, nearly 3 years ago, as the last 40 meter contact. We've had 80, 60, 80 and 60 meters since then. Anyway, as I say, you're a nice strong signal coming into the island of Hoy. Golf 4 Alpha X-ray Papa, Golf Mike 8 Oscar Foxtrot, Quebec.
Okay, Jeff, GM8OFQ, G4AXP, well, good afternoon to you, and just tuned in and heard you on there. And you're cracking signal with me, of course, as always, Jeff. And good to hear you. Occasionally I hear you doing the 60-meter news bulletin on Sundays, and of course you're always a good signal then, even when band conditions are as flat as a pancake. Jeff, I'm just playing about with a magnetic loop here. It's my Mark 3 or Mark 4 magnetic loop, which I've just been setting up on the back lawn. It's just 6 feet in diameter. And as soon as I walked in here to see if I could hear anything, and there you were, Jeff, at about 10 dBs over S9, so that's good. So I'm running the FT840 today because it's my messing about type of rig. 100 watts going into the mag loop, which comprises sort of 20 feet of Andrew's heliax in a hoop shape, and a small primary driving loop, and of course a vacuum variable capacitor. So there we are. I'm pleased to get that report from you, Jeff. I can't see myself on any of the local web SDRs like Hack Green, but obviously skip-wise we're doing okay with you. Back to you, Jeff. Hope we're holding out. GM8OFQ, George 4 Alpha X-ray Papa.
Yeah, G4AXP, GM8OFQ. Yeah, you're holding up very well indeed, Gerald. Absolutely no problems. You're between 10 and 15 dB with me. Just a little bit of QSP. But solid signal. Your mag loop obviously doing a very nice job. I think I did look at your QRZ page the last time we spoke with you. I do remember that QRO mag loop. I've got QRO mag loop in my logbook here as a note, Gerald. You were running the 5000 at the time with about the same power, about 140 watts. But I do remember looking at your QRZ page and looking at that lovely homebrew mag loop with the heliax coax. Yeah, very nice job indeed. Well, as I say, it's obviously working very well, and I presume you can rotate it as well. From what I remember, I don't think it was very high, but putting out a very nice signal. Yes, I've always been keen on building a mag loop. Probably not for transmitting, more for receiving, because they are very low noise antennas, and because of the fairly wide beam width, they're very useful for receiving antennas. If you're putting out a CQ call, for example, into the Caribbean, then because of the wide beam width, you can generally pick up South America and North American stations. And then once you've established contact, you can switch to the beam and narrow the beam width down. But I think the big advantage of those mag loops is that they are very quiet antennas. So yeah, one of these days we might get around to putting one together. But certainly it's working very well for you. Yeah, we're still running the same equipment at this end. It's the K3 Sierra from Elecraft, and we're running 400 watts. And the antenna, it's a 5-element antenna. I'm not too sure if we were running it when we spoke with you last time. It's a 3-element full-size monoband Yagi, and it's in phase with a 2-element phased vertical. And both antennas are beaming in a south direction. Obviously, I can rotate the Yagi, but I can't rotate the phased dipoles, the phased verticals. So we generally phase them together when we're beaming in a southerly direction. So that's the setup, Gerald. And just for information, the weather here is overcast this afternoon. It's bright, but just cloudy. A little bit of drizzle occasionally, and the temperature 13 degrees. Nowhere near as hot as it is down your end of the country. Anyway, back to there, Gerald. G4AXP GM8OFQ.
Yeah, okay, Jeff, GM8OFQ, G4AXP, yes, all okay. Well, it's the first day of summer. Not officially, but in West Warwickshire, it's the first day of summer. Lovely, balmy, around about 23 on the sea, and sunny skies. So we've got a few days left of it this week, thankfully, so that'll be nice. Jeff, you know how to make me envious, don't you, with the the antenna arrangement there? But what can I say? You already know it's doing an amazing job. And one of the things always to bear in mind is it ain't worth going on the air unless you're putting a decent signal out. And I've always adopted that philosophy. If you're going to go on any of the bands, you've got to be recognised as being a big signal, and you always tick all the boxes in that department, Jeff. Yes, the loop on the QRZ page is the top band loop. And I don't need to use loop antennas here. It's just that it is something that took my fancy 4 or 5 years ago, and I thought, well, that's something to play with and try and do a few comparisons between this and a half decent wire antenna. So that's what it's nice to mess about with on a sunny summer's afternoon out on the lawn. And that's where it is, in the middle of the lawn, just above lawn height. So there we go. I must tune my other antenna up to 40 metres, and then I can dirty a test and select between the two. But I'm no big fan of 40, Jeff. That's why you don't hear me on here very often. Top band has been so bad, not propagation-wise, but activity-wise, it seems like everybody's deserted it, as they often do this time of the year. And 80's not been very good, so I've pretty much been resident on 60 metres, and of course there's not a lot going on there DX-wise at this time of the year, and occasionally work over into Canada in the late evenings after dark, but yeah, not much to get excited about. So maybe 40 is the place to be, Jeff. I'll see how it goes and where it takes us. Right, I'm not going to waffle on. I'm sure there's others absolutely itching to exchange reports with you, Jeff. So back it comes to you. You've impressed me, as I said. What more can I say? Back it comes to you for any final comments, and I'll leave you to carry on. GM8OFQ, G4AXP.
G4AXP, GM8OFQ. Excellent, Gerald. As I say, once again, a lovely signal, hovering around the 10 dB mark. and nice audio there from the 840. Yeah, it's always been one of my passions, playing around with antennas. I think you know, if you don't have a decent antenna, you can put as much power as you like into it, and it's not going to improve anything. And you know, it's one of the weak links in a lot of stations. But of course, there are restrictions with space. Fortunately, up here we've got plenty of room to spread ourselves, and so we can put up long wire antennas, and we can put up towers and big Yagi antennas. Very different from the previous QTH. We had a very small garden, and neighbours who revolted when I put up a quarter wave 40-meter vertical. So we ended up basically with a wire loop which ran around the perimeter of the garden on top of the fence, and it was a cloud warmer. It worked very well within about 5 or 6 miles of the QTH, but beyond that it was virtually useless. And of course we had all the noise from plasma TVs and VDSLs and solar panels. So it was quite a different QTH, but as I say, we're more fortunate up here. We've got no background noise at all. We've got no solar panels or anything like that. So on a good quiet solar day, the S meter is 0. So it's great to be able to hear those weaker signals, and I do like to listen out for the QRP stations. So it does make a big difference. But as I say, with the antennas, I do like to squeeze every dB possibly that I can out of the antenna, and I just like messing around and experimenting with various types of antennas. Before I had the 3-element Yagi up, I had a 4-element phased horizontal inverted V array, which was obviously fixed in direction, but that worked very well, pointing in a southerly direction to cover the UK. But I had to take that down and put up the quarter wave verticals, and I've got another 2 quarter wave verticals to go up to make it into a 4 square. And when we phase that with the 3-element Yagi, we might get a bit of directional gain from the 4 square as well. But so yeah, it's all very good fun, Gerald. And you know, I agree with you about the bands. Yeah, top band is very quiet. I do read the GB2RS news on a Sunday evening occasionally, and it's very difficult. At 9:30 p.m. up here in Scotland off the north coast, it's still broad daylight. The sun doesn't set until about 11 o'clock, I think, something like that. And we're approaching next week the maximum daily daylight time on the 21st of June, and it won't get dark at all. So the sun dips below the horizon for a couple of hours and then comes back up again. So 160 meters is almost useless. And I think when I read the news a couple of weeks ago on 160 meters, only 3 stations came back with any reports, and they were all fairly local stations within GM and into the Midlands. So yeah, it's a bit of a struggle, and 60 meters is very temperamental. When it's open, it's very good, but when it's not, it's absolutely dead. So we generally stick around 40 meters. Excellent. Okay, Gerald. Well, thanks very much indeed for the call. A pleasure to catch up with you again. I'll pass on my 73s to you and yours down there in Warwickshire, and good luck with the mag loop. G4AXP, GM8OFQ. Back to you there for any final.
Okay, Jeff. GM8OFQ, G4AXP. Yes, all okay. No problems at all. Very steady signal from you, Jeff, for the whole of this QSO. And yes, okay on everything. You kind of remind me in a way of Henry. I can't think of his call sign now. Something like Oscar Echo 5 uniform, who has probably a similar sort of
a location to yourself, which is sort of adjacent to the ocean, and can put any number of half decent antennas up. And of course, not many of us have that luxury, Jeff. I did live in Norfolk during the 1980s, and the mid-1980s to the late 1990s. About 15 years I lived in Norfolk, and I got about half an acre, and lots of really tall trees, beech trees, 70 odd feet tall. And you know, Jeff, in all that time I never put an antenna up. I mean, you know, you couldn't believe it, could you? But I kind of lost a bit of interest in the hobby, and I spent a lot of time overseas with my job. And you know, I think back now and think what I could have enjoyed back at that location. But we're not too badly placed here. We've got a bit of open field at the side, which helps with the old top end antenna. But the noise level is reasonably low, but never low enough. And well, I can remember the days back in Norfolk when I sort of put a I had the mobile rig in the car on top band for a short time. My QTH in Norfolk, which was in the middle of nowhere, the S-meter used to live on its resting pin. So it's a different kettle of fish these days, isn't it? Thank you, Jeff. It's nice to hear you, and we'll do it again sometime soon. And try and send a bit of this weather up your way. I'm sure it's heading north, Jeff. So look out for a few days of sunshine. Cheers for now. Enjoy the rest of the afternoon. GM8OFQ G4AXP.
Yeah, okay, Gerald. Yeah, very good indeed. Yeah, I think, Henry, you're talking about the Oscar uniform, 5 uniform. Yeah, I haven't heard him for quite some time. I think January was the last time I heard him. But yeah, he was always a big signal on 40 meters. I remember back in the winter time when 40 meters was working interstate side in the mornings. I was working on the 7163 net from the guys on the east coast of the USA. And Henry, when he came in, he was always a huge signal and heard very loudly in Florida and the eastern states. But as I say, I haven't heard him for quite a while now. But I'm sure he's still around and probably putting up even bigger antennas. Hey, Gerald, thanks very much indeed. Pleasure, and we'll catch up with you further down, I'm sure, for more chatting about antennas. Cheers for now. G4AXP Golf Mike 8 Oscar Fox Quebec 73.
Yes, bye-bye, Jeff, and thanks for that nice report this afternoon. We'll catch you again soon. Easy. GM8OFQ G4AXP.
Thanks. Bye-bye. Yeah, the QRP, you're very weak with me. The QRP, give me a call again. Okay, 2 Echo 0, Echo Uniform Juliet, I think. A little bit of splatter from somebody down on 7137, I think. 2 Echo 0, Echo Uniform Juliet. Is that a QSL? Yeah, okay. I'm not too sure if I got that correct there. I didn't hear a Roger on that. And you're not coming up on QRZ, so I'm not too sure if I've got the right call sign. You're about a 2 by 2. You're just in and out of my noise level, and the QRM's not helping here either. So a real struggle. But just go ahead about 3 or 4 times with the call sign just to make sure we got you in the log. Go ahead. Okay, 2 Echo 0 Echo Uniform Juliet. Okay, I think we have got you okay now. Yeah, nothing coming up on QRZ. So anyway, you're in the log there, and you're about a 3x3 on that last call in there. We were copying you through the noise. The name this end is Jeff, and we're in the Orkney Islands on the north coast of Scotland. So just try with the name and the QTH so we can get you in the log. Go ahead. Oh, okay, Echo Uniform Italy. Okay, QSL. Yep, you came up there to about a 5x5, Damien. Yeah, a fine business. Well, we got you in the log okay, and I see we worked you just over a year ago, June the 7th, 2020. Oh, sorry, 2 years ago. We worked you on 40 meters, Damien. Anyway, nice to hear again. Are you running the G90 and the Wyndham antenna, Damien? Over. Okay, Damien, I think you said 400 milliwatts into an inverted V. QRM's really jumping all over you at the moment, but I think you said 400 milliwatts into an inverted V. Very good. Okay, well, the band's not in very good shape at the moment, so very difficult, and the QRM is causing grief as well. But thanks very much indeed for the short contact, and maybe we'll catch up with you under better conditions. So good luck with the QRP there, Damien, and thanks for the short contact this afternoon. 2 Echo 0 Echo Uniform India, Golf Mike 8 Oscar Foxtrot Quebec, over. Okay, Damien. Yeah, you dropped into the noise again. Okay, thanks a lot, and good luck. 73. Bye-bye. Charlie Lima Oscar again.
Yeah, good afternoon. I think the name was Jeff. I think I heard you last night. Am I correct?
Yeah, that's right. It's Jeff, and we're on the Orkney Islands, the island of Hoy. And you're 5'9 plus 15 to 20 dB with me, but I didn't get your call sign, over.
Roger that. Yeah, Golf Mike. Sorry. Mike 5 Charlie Lima Oscar. Mike 5 Charlie Lima Oscar. You're 5'9 plus 30 on this side. I'm on a half-wave G5RV. Over.
Okay, very good. Well, thanks for the report there. Yep, nice job with the G5, and you're 10 to 15 dB into the north coast of Scotland. So nice to get you in the log. I'm not too sure if we worked you before. The log not showing any previous contact with you. Running here a K3, 400 watts, and a 5-element phased Yagi and phased vertical antennas beaming south there. That's the setup here. Just give me the name and the QTH again, over.
Yeah, my name is Frank, and I'm about 50 miles north of Birmingham. Over.
Okay, Brent, very good. Well, you're in the log anyway, so nice to get you there for the first time, and we'll catch up with you a little bit later, Brent. All the best, and 73 from the Orkney Island, Mike 5 Charlie Lima Oscar, Golf Mike 8 Oscar Foxtrot Quebec. 73.
Yeah, 73. Thanks very much for the contact. All the best. 73.
Echo November Hotel.
Thanks a lot, 73. Echo November Hotel. Yep. Good afternoon. Thank you very much for the call there. That's Norman, I think. Golf Zero Echo November Hotel. 59 plus, Norman. QSL.
Oh, QSL there, Jeff. Very good afternoon to you. Thanks for the report. You're 20 dB, Jeff. Lovely signal. Armchair BBC quality there, Jeff. Oh, thanks for my report, but lovely signals from you. Fine afternoon in the Leicestershire there, Jeff. Lovely. It's nice to see a bit of sun, but it's going to get a little bit warmer by Friday, Jeff. So hopefully you should be okay up there. But lovely to get in touch with you there, Jeff. G008 over.
Okay, Norm, very good. Yes, I know you've got some pretty warm temperatures down your end of the country. It's fairly cool up here. It's 13 degrees and cloudy, although seeing a little bit of blue sky through the cloud, but very calm conditions. And what else is there? Yeah, temperature 13. I'm just checking the weather station here, Norman, to see what the latest is. Yep, very calm conditions, 5 miles an hour and 13 degrees. But it does look as though it's going to get a little bit warmer during the week and into the weekend, but nothing like the temperatures you're getting down there. We're only looking at about 17 or 18 degrees up here on the north coast, so fair bit cooler. Okay, thanks a lot, Norm. Good signal, and thanks for the 15 dB. You're exactly the same with me, 15 dB on the peaks. G0ENH, GM8OFQ.
Yes, okay, Jeff. Thanks for that. I'm only running 30 watts, would you believe? Still got the same station, the 3000, and a full-size G5.
G7WKH, when you're ready, I can't hear the other station.
North to south. Cheers there, Jeff, and it's 19 degrees here, over.
Okay, Norm, very good indeed. Well, thanks for the call. We'll catch up with you a little bit later. Enjoy the lovely weather down there, and cheers from Orkney Island. G0ENH, Golf Mike 8 Oscar Fox, Quebec 73.
G7WKH.
Golf 4.
Yeah, number 7 WKH, I think that was. Yeah, very good. Good afternoon. Thanks very much indeed for calling in. You're very strong indeed, Paul. Golf 7. Whiskey Kilo Hotel. Yeah, nice to see you again. 5-9 plus into the Orkney Islands. Paul, go ahead.
Yeah, great stuff. Thanks for that, Jeff. G7WKH. Yes, correct on everything there, Paul. Just north of the city of Nottingham, and you're 5-9 plus. Well, I put you in the log as 5-9 plus 20, but that's possibly a bit mean. I think you are better. Yeah, there's lots of stations calling you. We've worked many times before, as you say, and no, the last time we worked was actually on top band, which was interesting. And we worked on 14 notes as well. I think we've worked just about on every band. How's the weather up there? Well, it's quite warm down here. It's almost cloudless. It's quite heavy actually. I don't know what the temperature is, but it's I would say it's fantastically hot, but it's certainly warm and it's a bit sticky. It's a bit humid, so there we are. But yeah, it's good to work here with such a fantastic signal. Most of the stations that you've been working, I couldn't actually hear. I could tell they were there, but which is why I butted in a few times because I wasn't sure if they'd finished or not. Okay, Jeff, I'll hand it back and I'll stay on for the rest of the afternoon and evening if you like. But I know there are other stations calling you, so I'll let you take them if that's what you wish. GM8OFQ, G7WKH.
Yeah, excellent, Paul. Well, thanks for that report. Yeah, you're lovely, 10 to 15 dB, so no problems. A little bit of splatter from a station a couple of kilohertz down, I think. Maybe he's on 7137, but not too strong, so you're way above that noise. Yeah, yes, I see we worked you back in October 2020, actually, on a top band. Top band's very quiet at the moment, as I'm sure you know. But I guess another few months and it'll start picking up again, but very little activity up there on 160 meters. Thanks very much indeed, Paul. Yeah, we'll pick up a few more calls here before we go and put the kettle on, but lovely to hear you again, and thanks for the call there. G7WKH, Golf Mike 8 Oscar Fox, Quebec.
Great, Jeff. I'll be very well. Thank you very much. Golf 4, Bravo, actually quiet, and 80 meters is not much better.
Jeff. Yeah, thanks for taking my call. I'll let you take devastations. It's been a pleasure, as always, and I'll come and keep saying you to come and look at the wonderful geology and archaeology that you've got up there with the desert lobster and all that. We spoke about that before. Anyway, I will shut up and let you take devastations. With GM8OFQ. Cheers, Jeff. Many thanks, and thank you once again.
Yeah, my pleasure. Thanks a lot, Paul. Have a good good evening. And 73 from Orkney Island. Golf Mike 8 Oscar Fox, Quebec, listen.
Quebec.
Who's the ending Quebec?
It's Golf 4 Delta Bravo Quebec. Germany 4 Delta Bravo Quebec. Jeff, over.
Yeah, very good. Good afternoon, Brian. Nice to hear you again. I think we had a contact last week, was it? Yeah, 59 plus with me. 15 to 20 on the call in there, Brian. Hope everything's well with you down there in the metropolis. QSL?
Yeah, very good. GM8OFQ, G4DBQ. Well, things have been happening in the metropolis since I spoke to you last. I've gone out and broken the bank and bought a new transceiver, the Yaesu FTDX10. I'm fiddling around with that to all the settings. And I would very much value an audio report from you. I've got the heel mic wired in, and it's on. I've got one of these mics that's got two inserts, so this is sort of wide. This is the wide setting, and this is the QRP. Sorry, this is the sort of pile-up buster, which sort of gets rid of all the bass. So pile-up buster, and this is the wider one. I wonder what you think, over.
Yeah, well, both settings are very good indeed, Brian, as I would expect from the DX10. I don't think I've heard any bad modulation coming out of a DX10. A variety of microphones having been plugged into them, and they always seem to produce very, very nice audio. Same as the 101, the 101D. It's always excellent modulation. And yeah, I can hear the difference between the DXE. It's much sharper than the rag chewing setting you had. If you want to hear what it sounds like at my end, Brian, I'm live streaming at the moment, and on my QRZ page there is a link to the YouTube channel, and you can have a listen. Probably we're looking at probably around about 40 minutes into the recording, but you can hear for yourself what you're sounding like. I've got no noise reduction in. I've got no filters, anything. It's just standard raw RF coming into the receiver, so it's not being distorted by any noise reduction or filtering. That sounds very nice indeed there, Brian. To yourself.
Yeah, thanks very much, Jeff. GM8OFQ G4DBQ. Yeah, the stock mic was very boomy, very bassy, and I don't like bass at all. I can't copy stations which are very bassy. I like the ones with a lot of treble. Seems to suit my elderly ears. And when I tried the HM12, which is a sort of wide band frequency mic from heel, it sounded very bassy and muffly. So it does seem like the FTDX10 accentuates the bass, or maybe it was the Kenwood. I was sort of boosting the treble deliberately, I suppose. So yeah, getting these set up, this new mic seems to be ideal with the little switch that you can go, when you're trying to get through when the conditions are difficult, and then you can put it on the wide setting. So that's great feedback, Jeff. Thanks very much. I won't hold it anymore. That's very valuable, and appreciate that. You see who else is on the band. The conditions seem to be pretty poor at the moment. The upper bands are more or less dead, which I suppose are high flux, but I guess we're in the summer doldrums, over.
Yeah, QSL, Brian. Yeah, I had a listen on the higher bands, and they're all very, very quiet. Just mainly European traffic at the moment. But I think the band is still recovering from the CME event that we had over the weekend. But anyway, I'm sure it'll pick up during the week, and certainly the conditions at the moment on 40 are much better than they were this morning. So I'm seeing a lot more activity than there was earlier. and the skip seems to be pretty good into G as well. So, as I say, no problems to copy you. Very good, Brian. Well, thanks very much indeed. We'll catch up with you later on. Stay well down there in London, and 73 from the Orkneys. G4DBQ, GM8OFQ.
Yeah, 73 Chef, take care, bye-bye.
Thanks a lot, bye-bye.
Golf 0, Foxtrot to Victor uniform.
Golf 0, Foxtrot Victor uniform. Yeah, good afternoon. Yeah, lovely signal from you, and I hope everything is well with you down there. I'll give you a report on the next over, Mike. I think this is our first contact with you, but you're well over the S9 into the Orkney Islands, and the name is Jeff. Golf 0, Fox Victor uniform, Golf Mike 8 Oscar, Foxtrot Quebec.
Golf Mike Oscar, Foxtrot Quebec, Golf 0, Foxtrot Victor uniform. Yeah, well, you've obviously got me on QRZ, you know my name. Yes, and you know, also 5 and 9 plus your audio is absolutely booming. I would have thought you'd have been you were standing right outside of me, you know, it's to use an old term, BBC quality, it's marvellous. Well, I'm using a homebrew end fed with a 9-to-1 and it's not very far above the ground, and the transceiver is a Kenwood TF520SE, a very old radio, and valve, and of course I prefer this to the transistor one. Everybody always says what a good report I give. And I'm in Crich in Derbyshire, as you've probably got from the 2RZ details. So microphone back to you, Jeff, from G0FVU.
Yeah, G0FVU, GM8OFQ returning. Yeah, very good indeed, Mike. Well, everything copied there, and on the meter, you're 15 dB over 9. Fairly stable signal. A little bit of QRM from an adjacent channel, but it's a very low level. And your audio sounding very nice from the old 520 there, Mike. So it's still sounding very good. This end, we're running a K3 Sierra. Running 400 watts into a 5-element phased antenna. It's a 3-element full-sized Yagi in phase with a 2-element vertical, and beaming south from the Orkney Islands. We're on the island of Hoy in the southwest of the Orkney Islands on a bit of a cloudy day today. A little bit of drizzle and temperature 13 degrees. That's the situation up here at Mike. Anyway, great to meet up with you for the first time. I'll put it back to you there. G0 Fox Victor United, GM8OFQ.
GM8OFQ, G0FVU returning. Yeah, fine on that. Well, I've been past the Hoy. When I went up to the islands, I remember seeing it, the old man of Hoy, as I sailed past it. And next week, I shall be going to see my brother. I don't know if you ever saw him on TV. It's called the Hermit of Traig. I don't know if you saw it or not, but he's my brother, and I'm going to see him, and it's very close to Fort William, where I'm going next week. And at the price of diesel, and I'm in a truck, I'm just thinking in my pocket it's going to cost me a hell of a lot of pounds to get up there, so and back. It's about 1,000-mile round trip by the time I've done what I want to do, so it's going to cost me quite a bit in diesel. Okay then, Jeff, I'll let you go because I know you want to get one to do more contacts before you have your cup of tea. So I'll say 73 still, and microphone back to you. GM0, is it FAQ, is it? I've forgotten. From G0FVU.
Yes, okay, Mike. It's Oscar Foxtrot, Quebec, Ocean, Florida Queen, and it's number 8, Golf Mike 8, Ocean, Florida Queen. Yeah, excellent, Mike. Well, you hit 20 dB on that last over there. I think conditions are improving. The band generally does start to get better later into the afternoon and into the evening. So a lovely signal coming in there from Derbyshire. And yeah, well, I don't envy you driving a big diesel truck. I've got a diesel Land Rover here, and I've had to cut back. Although we don't do a lot of motoring, I have to admit, we go south to the south of England twice a year, but we're considering probably cutting back as well, because as you say, it's a long way there and back, over 1,000 miles for us from Orkney Islands, and at the price of diesel at the moment, I think it'll be £2 a litre by the end of the year. To fill up a 60-litre tank is not cheap, and of course you don't get too many miles to the gallon out of a Land Rover. But anyway, that's just one of the many problems we've all got at the moment there, Mike. But the good news is the propagation is getting better, so I guess we're looking that direction. Thanks a lot, Mike. We'll catch up with you later. All the best. And 73 from Orkney Islands. G0 Fox Victor United, Golf Mike 8 Ocean Florida Queen. 73.
Golf Mike 8 Ocean Florida Queen. Yeah, okay, 73, Jeff. I've confirmed Muffins QSO. I'll put you in my log. I look forward to meeting again some more time. 73.
Thank you. Bye-bye. Mexico 7 Bravo Radio. Was that Italy? Okay, Brian. Good afternoon. Nice to hear you again. Yep, the logbook throwing your call sign up here. See, we had a contact with you about a year ago. July last year on 20 meters. I think this is our first contact on 40 meters. Good signal. I'll give you a report on the next over in the clear, Brian. The name is Jeff, and we're in the Orkney Islands. Mike 7 Bravo Romeo Italy, Golf Mike 8 Oscar Foxtrot Quebec.
Yeah, good to make the keys again. Good to make the logbook again on a different band. Yeah, I do remember you now. Yeah, you're a 5 and 9 to me anyway, into central UK, Stoke-on-Trent. So yeah, you're making the trip loud and proud. Back to you.
Yep, okay, Brian. Well, thanks for the 5-9 into Stoke-on-Trent. You're bouncing around between 7 and 9. A little bit of QRM on the frequency, but otherwise 100% copy there, Brian. Yep, good, as I say, good signal. I'm not too sure what you're running there, but I presume you're just running 10 watts into a dipole antenna or something like that, Brian. But conditions not too good at the moment on the band. So no problems to copy you. Anyway, I'll keep it short, Brian. Thanks very much indeed for calling in. Have a good evening. And 73 from the island of Hoy. Mike 7 Bravo Romeo Italy, Golf Mike 8 Oscar Fox Quebec. 73. Thank you. Bye-bye.
2 Echo 1 India Charlie Hotel.
Yeah, 2 Echo 1 India Charlie Hotel. Thanks very much for calling in. You've got a good signal. I'll give you a report on the next over. The name is Jeff, and we're in the Orkney Islands on the north coast of Scotland. 2 Echo 1 India Charlie Hotel. David, down there in Worcester. Nice to hear you again. Golf Mike 8 Oscar Foxtrot Quebec.
Golf Mike 8 Oscar Foxtrot Quebec is 2 Echo 1 India Charlie Hotel, David in Worcester. It's nice to contact you again. I spoke to you last year, I think. Over.
Yeah, that's right, David. Yeah, we had a contact in September last year on 40 meters. Nice to meet up with you again. 10 dB over 9 in the clear into the north coast of Scotland there, Dave. On a bit of a cloudy day, no wind up here, and temperature of 13 degrees. That's the weather up here, Dave. I think you got some warmer weather down there in Worcester. Anyway, as I say, you're a nice signal. I wonder if you're running the 890 there with the end-fed antenna. Over.
That is correct, Jeff. Yes, still using the 890. Over.
Excellent. Well, very nice indeed. Yeah, nice modulation there and a good signal. There were 2 or 3 stations calling with you, but you were the loudest signal. Thanks very much, Dave. Nice to catch up with you. All the very best. And 73 from Orkney. 2 Echo 1 India Charlie Hotel, Golf Mike 8 Oscar Fox Quebec.
Yes, 73, Jeff, and catch you again sometime. Bye-bye.
Thanks a lot. Bye-bye. Who's the Echo? Papa Echo 2, Golf Hotel. Yeah, thanks very much indeed, Gerard. Nice to meet you. 5959 plus with some QR Mexico, but nice to hear you again there, Gerard. Over.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, okay, Gerard. Yep, you dropped out there. You were about 5.9 plus 5 dB, but you dropped down to about a 5 and 7. I'm not sure if you have a loose connection, but anyway, nice to hear you again, and thanks very much for the short contact. I think we had a contact on 15 meters a couple of days ago under those very good short skip conditions. Thanks for the call on 40 meters. Have a good evening. And 73, Papa Echo 2, Golf Hotel, Germany, Mike 8, Oscar Fox, Quebec. 73.
Yes, thank you very much. Maybe make Papa Thank you, and have a good evening.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Good afternoon, Jeff. M0TRP.
Yeah, good afternoon. M0TRP, GM8OFQ. Yeah, Tony, good to hear you again. Yeah, good signal. I think we had a contact with you. Was it yesterday? 5.9 plus into Orkney Islands. How are you doing down there?
Oh, not bad, Jeff. Not bad at all, mate. Yeah, it was only yesterday. I was wondering if you were still on. If you're doing a 24-hour stint on the radio, over.
Not anymore, Tony. Not these days. Maybe 10 years ago, I could have stayed up 24 hours, but no. Come 11 o'clock at night, I'm ready to hit the scratcher. No, we came on about an hour ago, I guess, and just checking out the conditions, which are not too good. The band's a little bit quiet at the moment, although it is getting better. And the other bands, the HF bands, 20 and above, they're fairly quiet as well. So I think the propagation's a little bit down today. Anyway, no problems for you there, Tony. As usual, you're 9 plus with me, QSL.
Yeah, QSL, Jeff. You're also the same, mate. You're 5.9 plus about 15, I think, something like that. I've just been shouting my heart out on 20 metres to try and get into Taiwan, but no such luck. Too many pile-ups, I'm afraid. Too big a pile-up for me. But hey-ho, never mind. I thought I'd give him a go while I could hear him. 73 then, Jeff. There is many more stations calling you, mate. Lovely to hear you again, and we'll listen for you a bit later down the line, over.
Yes, okay, Tony. Yeah, I see the Bravo X-Ray 2 on 14170 being spotted. Yeah, usual pile up on 20 meters. So it's getting like a zoo these days. As soon as the DX turns up on the cluster, you can guarantee that every station in Europe is calling. Anyway, Tony, thanks a lot, mate. Yeah, you're 20 dB, by the way. Yeah, lovely signal and lovely modulation. Mike 0 Tango Radio, Papa, GM8OFQ. 73.
73, Jeff. We'll catch you later. M0TRP.
Thank you, bye-bye. The Kilo Victor again.
Good afternoon, Jeff. It's Mike 0
Okay, very nice, Alex. Nice to hear you. Mike 0 Kilo Victor Alpha. Yeah, you're not too strong with me, Alex. You're about a 5.7, 5.8, but a lot of QRM. There's a persistent station, a couple of kilohertz down, and splattering across the frequency. But copying you 100% at the moment, Alex. I hope everything's well with you down there in Essex. Over.
Yeah, no, Jeff, thanks for asking. Yeah, I'm using a hand stick for 40 metres on a tripod with some ground radials, Jeff, and only 40 watts. So it's a hand stick on a tripod, 6 ground radials displayed on the graph, and running 40 watts. Beautiful weather here at the moment, and nice and sunny, and rather warm, Jeff. Back to you from my Kilo Victor Alpha.
Okay, Alex. Well, your signal is coming up now, 5859 now. So yeah, your ham stick working very well with the QRP 40 watts there. Excellent, excellent signal And a nice modulation as well, Alex. I think you're running the, maybe is it the 991? I'm not too sure. Maybe the DX10. Anyway, it's sounding very good. We're still running the same setup here. The K3, 400 watts and 5-element phased antenna. Thanks a lot, Alex. Good luck with the QRP. We'll see you later. Mike 0 Kilo Victor Alpha Golf Mike 8 Oscar Foxer Quebec. Cheers.
Yeah, I'm on the 991, Jeff, with battery power. I've got a battery pack and I'm in the garden.
Okay, Alex, very good. Thanks a lot, 73. Bye-bye. Okay, GM8OFQ, any other calls? Again? Okay, Mike India 6, India November Bravo, QSL? Yeah, I'm sorry, I've got QRM on both sides of the frequency here and you're getting trampled over. Just try again. I got Mike India 6, India Sierra something, QSL? Okay, Mike India 6, Sierra Quebec November. Okay, okay, no problem. I got you in the clear now. Just switched antennas. Just running on a pair of verticals at the moment, Alex, and you're about a 5 and 5, 5, 6, 55, 56 into the Orkney Islands, Alex. The name is Jeff. Mike India 6, Sierra Quebec November, Golf Mike 8, Oscar Foxtrot Quebec, over.
You're 5757 into Belfast, Northern Ireland. And the name of your site is correct. It is Oculus.
Yes, okay, Alex. Yeah, very nice indeed. We got you in the clear now. The QRM has disappeared now that we've changed the antennas. And nice to meet you for the first time. Good signal coming out of Belfast there with your 10 watts, Alex. And this is our first contact with you, so very pleased to get you in the log here. We're located on the island of Hoy, Hotel Oscar Yankee, in the Orkney Islands off the north coast of Scotland. We're running 400 watts and at the moment a pair of phased vertical antennas. Mike India 6, Sierra Queen November, Golf Mike 8, Oscar Fox Quebec.
Very good, Jeff, very good. I'm running a Camry GM570 on a 6-meter vertical.
Yeah, excellent. Okay, Alex. Well, your 10 watts and the vertical antenna working very well indeed. So no problems. 100% copy on that last over. Okay, Alex. I'll keep it short. QRM's getting quite heavy now, but nice to meet you. Thanks a lot for calling in this afternoon. Mike Italy 6, Sierra Queen November, Golf Mike 8, Oscar Foxtrot Quebec. 73. Bye bye.
Mike India 7, Delta Golf Oscar.
Golf 7, India November Yankee.
Mike India 7, and there was a Yankee. Just stand by a second. Who was the Mike India 7?
Mike India 7, Delta Golf Oscar. Good evening, Jeff. Jeff, I just want a quick audio report, if you don't mind. A guy earlier gave me a bad report saying I was over driving, over deviating, but my ALC and compression ring seems okay, Jeff. Go ahead.
Yeah, okay, Davey. Yeah, your audio's a little bit on the muffled side. I was just struggling to copy. You're very loud with me. You're 15 to 20 dB with me, but your audio's a little bit sharp for me. I don't know if you've got too much compression on there, Davey. What rig are you running? I think it's you're running the DX10 there. Yeah, it sounds as though you might have the mic gain or the compression up a little bit too high there, but you're very strong. You're 15, probably 20 dB there, Davey.
Yeah, back to processor level back here, 240. I'll just tell me settings, Jeff. I had to let go of the switch 1 second.
Yeah, I've got my mic in at 40, the mic equalizer's on, processor level 40 and AMC's at 50. I don't know what's going on with it.
Yeah, it's not sounding too good, Davey. Normally your audio is very nice, but it does sound as though you're driving it too hard on the audio. I can play you back a recording if you give me 10 seconds on the next over, and you can hear what it sounds like my end of it.
Yeah, no problem, Jeff. Well, I'm running a high level Pro Set Plus here. I seem to have a problem. The compression's way off the scale here, but my ALC is within the parameters, whatever you want to call it there. But yeah, go ahead, Jeff.
Yeah, okay, Davey. Yeah, it's sounding better. I think you did turn the mic gain down and probably the compression as well. So it's better than when you first called in. But just stand by and I'll just play you back a few seconds of that last over. Yeah, there you go, Davey. As I say, a little bit rough around the edges, over.
Yeah, no problem. I did back the mic gain back again there to 30, Jeff. Hopefully that's a bit better this time. I can switch elements 1 second. There is the Heil HC5 element, the DX range. Go ahead, any better?
Yep, that's a little bit better, but still, it still sounds a little bit on the rough side. Anyway, maybe I get a couple of other opinions. It might just be at my end, Davey. I've got no noise reduction and no filtering in, so it's not being distorted by any filtering on my my front end. But maybe get a couple of other opinions, or possibly listen to your signal on the web SDR there. That's normally what I do if my audio is not working. I'll listen to my own transmission on the SDR radio. I'm also live streaming at the moment. On my QRZ page there is a link to my YouTube channel, and you can also hear your audio on that, Davey. Okay, thanks very much indeed. Good luck there, Davey. MI7 DGO GM8OFQ.
Yeah, GM8OFQ MI7 DGO. Thanks very much, Jeff. 73, bye-bye.
Okay, Davey, thanks a lot. 73, bye-bye. And who was the station with Yankee?
This is Golf 7 India November Yankee. Good evening to you, Jeff. Your signal is very strong, 5 and 9, plus 25 dB in the close to Wisbech in the county of Cambridgeshire. GM8OFQ Quebec from G7INY, over.
Yes, okay, John. Good afternoon, good evening to you there. Golf 7 India November Yankee. I see we worked you several times previously there, John. Yeah, lovely signal. You're 20 dB over 9 into the Orkney Islands, the island of Hoy. Yeah, last contact with you was a couple of years ago, nearly 2 years ago, July 2020, on 17 meters. It's been just over 4 years since we had a contact on 40, John. May 2018. So nice to hear you on the band again. Conditions are picking up. The skip down to East Anglia is very good at the moment. You're 20 dB over 9, so a good strong signal coming into the Orkney Islands. G7INY Golf Mike 8 Oscar Fox Quebec.
Golf Mike Fox. Golf Mike 8 Oscar Fox Quebec. From Golf 7 India November. You have to excuse my mispronunciation of your call sign. I don't get too much time at the moment. As the summer progresses, I get less and less time to use the radio. I get about an hour in the evening when I come back with my dog from its afternoon walk. There's too much grass and bits and pieces to have my attention. Anyway, your signal is loud and clear. I'm probably using a different transceiver since we last spoke. I'm running an FTDX 5000. He's driving an ACOM solid state amplifier, 400 watts, through a DX Commander vertical antenna. WXT this afternoon is very changeable. It's warm, very warm, It's 28 degrees, very slight breeze, but the cloud opens and closes, if you see what I mean. Back to you, Jeff.
Yes, okay there, John. Well, you hit 25 dBs on that last over. So your 400 watts and the vertical working very well indeed. We're also running 400 watts at this end, a K3 Sierra, and the antenna is a 5-element phased antenna. It's a 3-element full-sized monoband Yagi in phase with a 2-element vertical. Both antennas beaming south here from the Orkney Islands. Yeah, you were running a mag loop when we spoke to you on 17 meters last time, John, but we did work you where you were running the 5000, certainly back in 2018 anyway. And I believe you also got a 7610, which we've worked you on a few times previously as well. So, well, nice to catch up with you again. As I say, beautiful, strong signal and very nice modulation on your audio, John. The weather here, it's much the same. It's sort of overcastish, a little bit of blue sky every now and again. Very calm conditions. The wind only about 5 miles an hour, and the temperature 13 degrees. Forecasting towards the end of the week and the weekend, maybe 17, 18 degrees at the most, but not as much as you're getting there. I think you're getting a lot of hot air from Africa over the weekend. So enjoy it, John. If you like hot weather, I'm sure it'll be perfectly fine. G7INY, GM8OFQ.
Golf Mike 8, Oscar Fox, Quebec, from Golf 7, India, November Yankee. Well, I'm glad to hear that the audio sounds okay. I'm experimenting with an outboard equalizer, an 8-band equalizer, but I wasn't sure whether it was too much advantage. It's not a very complicated one, but I've got the internal EQ turned off, and also the processing. So the microphone's just going through this 8-band equalizer. So I'll leave it well alone, and I wish you 73, because I better get indoors or we'll be in trouble with the station manager. So I wish you all the best there up in Orkney Islands, Jeff. Maybe we'll make the contact again sometime. As I say, I get about an hour every evening when I come back with the dog. Most of the day is spent on my little tractor. Anyway, 7-3.
Okay, John, very nice indeed. Well, very pleased to meet up with you again, and hopefully it won't be so long until the next time. And if you want to hear what your audio sounds like, if you look at my QRZ page, there is a link to my YouTube channel, and you can hear exactly what your audio sounds like. But I've got no issues with it, John. It's sounding very nice. Good luck there. Have a good evening. And 73 from Orkney Island. G7INY, Golf Mike 8, Oscar Foxtrot at Quebec. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye, 7-3.
GM8OFQ, Golf 4 United, Juliet Sierra.
Yeah, Golf 4 United, Juliet Sierra. Yeah, booming through, and good afternoon. Nice 20, 25 plus. I'll give you an accurate meter reading on the next over. Name is Jeff, and we're in the Orkney Islands, Rob. I see you down there in Shropshire. Golf 4 United, Juliet Sierra, Golf Mike 8, Oscar Foxtrot, Quebec.
GM8OFQ, Golf 4 Uniform, Juliet Sierra. You're very fine, Jeff. You're 5 and 9 plus a lot. You've got all the details there. Wixall, North Shropshire. Running here, about 400 watts to 132 foot long wire. The radio is a Yaesu Fox Tango DX101MP. And it's a beautiful day here. 20 degrees at the moment, and nice and clear, which makes a change. GM8OFQ, Golf 4 Uniform, Juliet Sierra.
Yeah, very nice indeed, Rob. Well, of course, your audio is sounding very nice from the 101MP there. I've never heard bad audio coming out of those radios. Same with the DX10. Very, very nice modulation. We're running here a K3 Sierra from Elecraft with 400 watts as well. And the antenna is a 5-element phased array, 3-element Yagi, and a 2-element vertical in phase. That's the setup. This is our first contact, I think, Rob. The log's showing this as number 1, so pleasure to meet up with you and get your call in the log here. Weather up here, yep, it's a little bit overcast today. Did get a spot of drizzly rain earlier. At the moment it's dry and the temperature 13 degrees, looking at 17 to 18 towards the end of the week and then at the weekend. So not as hot as it's going to be down there in the south of the UK. Very good, Rob. Thanks very much indeed. I'll put it back to you there. G4UJS GM8OFQ.
Yes, okay. Golf 4 Uniform Juliet Sierra. Yes, not sure how we managed to avoid each other, Jeff. I've got about 140,000 Qs in the log, but we seem to have avoided each other for the past 40 years or something. Okay, cheers and beers, my friend. You take care. Have fun. GM8OFQ, G4UJS. Bye-bye.
Yeah, my pleasure, Robert. Yeah, I'm sure we'll run into you from time to time. I am active on most bands during the day, generally 40 metres into the late afternoon and the evening. So we'll look forward to getting you in the log again. Cheers for now, and all the best from Orkney Island. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Mike 7 Delta GM8OFQ, Mike 7 Alpha Alpha Hotel.
Okay, the hotel, stand by a second. Who was the Mike 7 Delta?
Mike 7 Delta Foxtrot Hotel.
Delta Foxtrot Hotel. Okay, good afternoon, Simon. Thanks for the call there from Norwich. You're 5 and 9 into the Orkney Islands, the island of Hoy, and the name is Jeff. QSL?
QSL there, Jeff. We have spoken before. You're 5 and 9 plus 20 into Norwich today. Great signal, great audio, over.
Yeah, very good. Well, thanks very much indeed for that, Simon. You're S9 on the meter here, 5859 into the north coast of Scotland. Yes, I see we had a contact with you back in May last month on 40 meters. So very nice to hear you coming through again with a lovely signal there, Simon. Not too sure what you're running there. You might just tell me on your final there what rig and antenna you're running, Simon. Go ahead.
Sure, Mike 7 Delta Foxtrot Hotel returning. Yes, running an STDX 10, running 10 watts into an inverted B on a slope E5 RV Mini. Over.
Okay, very nice. Well, you're doing a good job there with your 10 watts. The conditions not brilliant today, but we seem to have a reasonable path down there into East Anglia. So very pleased to get you in the log again. Thanks very much, Simon. Good luck with that lovely DX10. Hearing a lot of them on the air these days. A very popular rig, and it's sounding very good. Mike 7 Delta Fox Hotel, Golf Mike 8 Oscar Fox Quebec. 73 Simon, bye-bye.
To Echo 1, Golf Juliet Radio. Juliet.
Okay, thanks, bye-bye. Okay, I think there was another Mike 7 with a hotel in the call. Go ahead.
Yeah, good afternoon, Jeff. GM8OFQ, Mike 7 Alpha Alpha Hotel, Roger.
Roger, Mike 7 Alpha Alpha Hotel. Yeah, thanks very much for holding on there, Brendan. You're 5'9", 5'9" plus into the Orkney Islands. QSL?
QSL, Jeff, your big signal back, likewise back, 5'9 plus 20. I'm beaming your direction, so hopefully I'm getting a good signal on my 10 watts. On my real 10 watts, did I say, my friend?
Yep, fine, Brendan. Yeah, no problem. You're 5 dB over 9, so you're doing a good job. What's the antenna using?
Yeah, it's a 2-element beam. It's 18 meters wide. The beam itself, 8 meters. It's nothing special to talk about. It's homebrew antenna, and it finally works.
Yep, excellent, Brendan. Yeah, doing a good job. Yeah, coming up to 10 dB over 9. There is a bit of QSB, but frequency pretty quiet now. The QRM that we had a little while ago seems to have disappeared off, I'm pleased to say. So a nice quiet frequency and a lovely signal from you there, Brendan. Anyway, good luck with the 2-element homebrew, and nice to get you in a log. Yeah, I see we had a contact with you April last year on 40. All the best, and 73 from Orkney Island. Mike 7 Alpha Alpha Hotel Golf Mike 8 Oscar Fox Quebec 73.
Okay, Jeff, 73 from upstairs there, my friend.
Thanks, man.
LJ Mike 1 Echo Uniform X-ray.
Yeah, Mike 1 Echo Uniform X-ray. Good evening there, Chris. Nice to hear you. 59 plus into Orkney Islands. Chris, how you doing?
Yeah, good evening, Jeff. Just a quick walk, just a quick one, just to say hello to you. Yeah, 5 and 9 plus 10 at least into here. Very good signal as always. Had a very, very hot day. Well, pretty hot, 23 degrees. Lovely day here. So there we are. Hopefully you've had a decent day in Orkney. Back to you.
Yeah, very good, Chris. Well, it's been okay by Orkney standards. It's been overcast most of the day, but very calm conditions here. Just a few miles an hour of wind and a very pleasant 13 degrees. So not too bad, but nowhere near as warm as you've got down there, and certainly not as warm as you're going to be getting over the weekend. I think they're forecasting something like 30 degrees down in the south of the UK, but we're looking at about 17 degrees up here off the north coast. So it's going to be a lovely cool day. And it'll be an incentive to get out and dig some holes in the garden, I think, Chris. Anyway, good to hear you. Thanks very much for the quick shout. Have a good evening there. Mike 1 Echo Uniform X-ray, GM8OFQ.
Yeah, okay, Jeff, many thanks for that. I look at your QRZ page. Duncan and I were drooling over your area, Jeff. So you've got a fantastic location up there. 73.
Oscar Nancy.
Yes, okay, there, Brendan. Yeah, we're sorry, Chris. Yeah, we're very fortunate with the location here, and as you probably saw on the pictures on QRZ, the location is absolutely perfect for playing radio. Right next to the water here, with a great takeoff down in a southerly direction. So a big difference from the previous QTH, Chris. Hi. All the best, and we'll see you later. Bye bye.
Yeah, bye-bye, Jeff. Have a good evening. 73.
Thanks, bye-bye. The Juliet portable again?
Golf 795.
Okay, a Golf 7 Kilo Alpha Juliet portable?
Negative. Golf 7, Lima, Juliet portable. London, Japan,
Roger. London, Japan, portable, QSL. Yeah, thanks very much indeed. There, you've had a 5758 in the clear into the Orkney Islands on the north coast of Scotland, Nigel. And the name here, Jeff. Golf Echo Oscar Foxtrot on the island of Hoy, QSL.
QSL, Jeff. My home call sign is Golf Juliet 7, Lima, Juliet portable. We've spoken many times in the past. Currently on holiday in East Anglia in Juliet Oscar 02. You're coming through 5 and 9. No problem whatsoever. Back to you.
Okay, Nigel. Very good. Yes, you know, your call sign did ring a bell when you called in, and now I see your name. I do recall it from our previous contacts when you were down in Jersey. So excellent. Well, nice to hear you from the alternative location there, and you've got some very good weather down there, I believe. Some very warm temperatures and nice conditions. So hopefully you're having a good time there. Anyway, Nigel, thanks very much indeed for the short contact this evening. Maybe we'll catch up with you possibly on some of the other bands. 15 and 10 meters recently have been very good on the short skip into G. We worked a whole bunch of stations over the weekend on those bands. So, if you do hear us, give us a shout there, Nigel, and we'll look forward to getting you in the log again. Cheers for now, and thanks for the call. G7 Lima, Japan portable. A Golf Mike 8 Oscar Fox, Quebec.
Many thanks, Jeff. Yeah, good to speak to you. I've got an antenna for 10, so I'll keep an ear open. 73, have a good evening.
Yeah, thanks a lot. 73, Nigel. Bye-bye.
Germany 1, November, Yankee Juliet.
Yeah, Germany 1, November, Yankee Juliet. Good evening. Thank you very much. Yeah, nice signal. You're 5.9 plus. I'll give you a better report on the next over, David. The name Jeff, and we're in the Orkney Islands. QSL?
QSL, Jeff. Yeah, we've worked you before about 7 times. Your nice strong signals. You're plus 30 here, no problem at all. Absolutely banging in. Conditions really good. I worked some stateside stations last night. Conditions were good. And quite enjoyable. Getting a plus 30 off the States, Jeff. Golf Mike 8, Oscar Fox, Quebec, G1NYJ over in sunny Manchester.
Yeah, very good, Dave. Yeah, I didn't come on the radio last night, but I did hear that stateside was very strong. So, it's a good indication that this solar cycle is getting better, David. When we're not being hit by these CMEs and solar storms, the bands are working very well, and 40 meters is recovering now. We did have a solar storm which pushed the KP index up to 5 very early on Monday, and so the bands are just in the recovery phase, but conditions on 40 are now picking up, and I think later this evening we should also hear some traffic across the Atlantic there. So we might try tonight and see what we can hear. But yeah, you're 20-25 dB with me on that last over, Dave. Are you running the 707 or the 756 at the moment, over?
I had an 850, and I came with 850, I think probably last time I spoke to you. I've now sold that and I've gone to the Icon 756 Pro, which a friend of mine was selling me. While selling, and I made him an offer. And I'm very pleased with it. I think it's far superior radio to the Kenwood. Although Kenwood served me well. I took it to it was taken to Castle Electronics, and he changed a lot of the capacitors in it, and then I still had problems with it. So I thought it's time to get rid. They said the bits are getting hard to get hold of. So I thought, we'll upgrade. So I got a good price for the Kenwood. I sold it with the desk mic, and I moved on. We were just on the radio, 100 watts, into a 40-meter doublet at about 10 meters, Jeff, over.
Yeah, excellent. Well, absolutely no problems there. It's just get that in the log there. Yeah, it's very good indeed, Dave. As I say, you're peaking 25 dB, so we got a good skip down there into Manchester. Great stuff. Okay, well, thanks a lot. Maybe we'll hear you on 40 meters later this evening. If not, then I'm sure we'll catch up with you sometime in the not too distant future. But cheers for now, Dave. Golf 1 November Yankee Juliet, Golf Mike 8 Oscar Fox Quebec 73.
73, yeah. Nice to work you again, and enjoy the radio and enjoy the conditions picking up. Good news. 73.
Thanks. Bye-bye, Dave. Papa Delta 2, Bravo America. Good afternoon, good evening. Thanks very much indeed, Ben. A nice signal. You're 5.9 plus into the Orkney Islands, north coast of Scotland. QSL?
Yeah, QSL, Jeff. Likewise, very good evening. You're very loud here, 25 dB over the 9 this evening. So fantastic signal from you as always. So hope all is okay, and a great signal this evening into the Netherlands from the Orkney Islands. Germany, Mike 8, Oscar Fox Quebec, Papa Delta 2, Bravo Alpha.
Yes, excellent, Ben. Thanks for that report. Yeah, you're also 20 dB in the clear. Nice modulation on your audio as well. I think, what are you running the, I'm not too sure what radio you're running, but I think you're running a, let me see here, 2 times inverted V, I think you were running when we spoke with you last time on 40 meters. So, yeah, it's working very well indeed, Ben. We're running 5 elements here, 3 element Yagi in phase with a 2 element vertical, and 400 watts. Excellent, Ben. Well, nice to meet up with you. I see we had a contact back in April on on 40 meters. So very nice to get you in the log again. Papa Delta 2 Bravo Alpha GM8OFQ.
Yeah, that's correct, Jeff. Yeah, we just connected the inverted V coal-facing antennas this evening. Normally I'm just most of the time using just one single inverted V double bazooka. But yeah, we just connected the other one right now. So right now all the coal-faced inverted V antennas. And running an ICOM 7300 by ICOM with a Rode microphone, studio microphone, and yeah, that's the story right now. But yeah, normally also we're using quite often just one single antenna. But yeah, we do the test I connected this evening with the other antenna. I make some measurements with it, but I think I hope it's all okay. Germany Mike 8 Oscar Fox Quebec, Papa Delta 2 Bravo Alpha.
Yes, okay, Ben, very good. Well, it's putting up a good signal into the north coast of Scotland. Are the antennas phased or are they just running in parallel?
Yeah, I can switch them also. From north to south. So when I switch over, hold on, I going to the switch, stand by. So I don't know if you see any difference now. So there we are with all the other direction. I'm going back for you with a stronger signal, stand by. And you can see probably the difference that this is the best position right now for you, Roger.
Yeah, probably 5 or 10 dB difference there when you switched, Ben. There is a little bit of QSP, your signal's up and down a few dB, but when you switched there was a difference. Yeah, very nice indeed. So it is working very well for you. Excellent. Okay, Ben. Well, thanks a lot for calling in, and we'll look forward to meeting up again a little bit later on. So, very best wishes. Good luck with the DX and 73 from the Orkney Islands. Papa Delta 2 Bravo Alpha Golf Mike 8 Oscar Fox Quebec.
Yeah, beautiful, Jeff. Even with my RTA on the transceiver here, you're picking S9, so so loud, strong you are at this moment. But no problem. Okay, Jeff, have fun, good DX, and a very good evening to you. There on the Orkney Islands. Germany Mike 8 Oscar Fox Quebec, PD2BA. 73.
Yeah, very good indeed, Ben. Yeah, you're up to 20 dB again on that last over. Yeah, there is a live stream link on my QRZ page, Ben, to my YouTube channel. If you want to hear what your audio sounds like, you can have a listen to that. But as usual, with all the 7300s, it's very nice, smooth modulation. So excellent audio. Papa Delta 2 Bravo Alpha GM8OFQ. Bye bye, Ben.
Do you make some recordings on the website, over?
Yep, it's a live stream YouTube channel. There is a link on my QRZ.com page. Just click on the link and it'll take you to my YouTube channel, Roger.
Okay, beautiful. Okay, I will do that, no problem. Thanks a lot, Jeff. 73. Good evening.
Yeah, my pleasure. Thanks, Ben. Bye-bye. Who's the ending radio?
2Echo 1, Delta Juliet Radio. Good afternoon, Jeff. So I'd give you a quick call.
Yep, okay, Mick, good evening to you. They're down there in East Anglia. Yep, 5959 plus into Orkney Islands. Mick, how you doing?
Yeah, we're not doing too bad at all. I've been listening to you for quite a while. I thought I'd just give you a quick blast and see how the old antenna's working.
Yeah, yep, it's working good. You're 5 to 10 dB over 9 with me, Mick, so no problem. It seems like we got a good path down to East Anglia. Worked at 2 or 3 stations down in your area there. Good strong signals. Yeah, the band is picking up. Propagation is improving. Was a little bit quiet earlier this afternoon, but it's sounding a little bit more lively. And weather up here, well, you probably heard the weather. It's a little bit overcast and 13 degrees today. Anyway, Mick, thanks very much indeed. I'll just pick up a couple more calls, and then we're going to go and sort out one or two other things and have a cup of tea, I think. But thanks for calling in. You take care, Mick, and we'll see you next time. 2E1 Delta Japan Radio, Golf Mike 8 Oscar, Florida, Quebec.
Papa Kilo. Thanks, Jeff. Take care. Bye-bye.
Thanks, Mick 73. Bye-bye. Okay, I think there was a Papa Echo or a Papa and Alpha calling. The Papa Echo go. Papa Echo, Papa Alpha?
Papa Delta number 2, Papa Kilo, Jeff.
Oh, okay, Papa Delta. Okay. Papa Delta 2, Bravo Kilo. Yeah, good evening to you there, Peter. Thanks very much for calling in. Nice signal. 59 plus into Orkney Island. Roger?
Jeff, fantastic signal also from your side. Nice to meet you again this evening. And you're sounding great as always, and a booming signal. And no problem at all. The last transmission was 20 dB over the 9. So, yeah, well done from your side. And I think your water around you brings you big signals. No problem at all. From the sunny west coast of the Netherlands, my friend, I'm using my new antenna, Jeff. It is a Zulu Sierra 6 Bravo Kilo whiskey antenna. And yeah, I think it is doing a good job, Jeff. You're sounding amazing. Golf Mike 8 Oscar Foxtrot Quebec Papa Delta 2 Papa Kilo, over.
Yeah, very good, Peter. It's working very well indeed. You came up to 10 dB over 9 there. You started off at about a 5.9, and then your signal came up to 10 dB. So your ZS6 working very, very well indeed. Yeah, we've got a good path down to the Netherlands, Peter. Of course, it's a sea path all the way down there. We're beaming down in a southeasterly direction, so there's no big hills or mountains to block the signal, so a good signal between us. Yeah, I see we did have a contact with you back in February on 40 meters, so nice to get you in the log again. We're running 5 elements at this end, a 3-element Yagi and a 2-element vertical in phase, right next to the water here, Peter, so it does help, as you say. Being right next to the salt water probably adds 2 or 3 dB to the gain of the antenna. So we're looking in a southerly direction down to you. Okay, Peter, thank you very much indeed for the call. I'll wish you 73s all the best, and we'll look out for you next time. Papa Delta 2, Papa Kilo, GM8OFQ.
Okay, beautiful copy again, Jeff. Thank you so much for the information. Yeah, the antenna system does a great job. I know because the most of the time when the stations around you and England, Scotland, and that part of the world are not so very strong, your signal climb above all stations. So that is working great. And yeah, my location is only about 8 kilometers away from the salt water here, Jeff. And that is also the reason that my signals are mostly very good to your part of the world, my friend. So yeah, well done, and thank you so much. My working conditions are the same as always. The ICOM 7600, and I'm running the SM50 microphone and a small equalizing unit from the Ukraine, United Radio 6 Queen Whiskey. It's a black box. It's very small, like a box of cigarettes. And that's all I got into my audio line. Okay, my friend, thank you so much, Jeff. And yeah, I remember your voice and I remember the contacts. They are in the log also up here. Keep up the good work and enjoy the rest of the evening and make some contacts. The frequency is yours again, Jeff. Golf Mike 8 Oscar Foxtrot Quebec Papa Delta 2 Papa Kilo. Going to tea time. Bye bye.
Okay. Very good, Peter. Well, a pleasure as always. Thanks very much indeed for calling in. All the best, and we'll certainly listen out for you next time. Have a good evening and enjoy your dinner. Papa Delta 2, Papa Kilo, Golf Mike 8 Oscar Fox Quebec. Bye bye.
Okay, bye bye, Jeff. 3 Yankee Romeo Zulu.
Who's the Yankee?
Golf 3 Yankee Romeo Zulu. Evening traffic.
Yeah, Golf 3 Yankee Romeo Zulu. Good evening, John. Thank you very much for calling in. Yeah, nice signal. 59 plus, I'll give you an accurate report on the meter next over, but good to hear you again. It's been a couple of years since we had a contact with you, according to my log there, John. May 2020. Anyway, hope everything's well with you. Golf 3, Yankee Romeo Zulu, Golf Mike 8, Oscar Foxtrot, Quebec.
Golf Mike 8, Oscar Foxtrot, Quebec, Golf 3, Yankee Radio Zulu. Yes, it's I have heard you a few times, but you're usually very, very busy. But I wanted to call you, particularly hearing you tonight, because I'm experimenting with a homebrew multi-band bass load of verticals. I've got a let's see, 6 meters of telescopic fiberglass cube in the center of the back lawn, and about 6 meters of wire just snaking up it, and some base loading coil, and not much in the way of radials at the moment, but it seems to work on 80 meters. It tunes up happily with no loading on 18 meters, and I can also make it work virtually everywhere else, including top band. Well, it's very noisy on top band, so really 80, 60, 40, 30 meters. It does seem to work. Bit of a compromise, but you're between a 9 plus, a bit of QSB, but you're between a 9 plus 15 and a 9 plus 25 on the meter on this TS590. But you sound much louder. GM8OFQ, G3YRZ.
Yeah, G3YRZ, GM8OFQ. Okay, John, very nice. Well, thanks for that report. And you're 10 dB over 9 with me on the meter here, sometimes peaking up to 15, but generally around about 10 dB into Orkney Islands on the north coast here. So your verticals are doing a nice job there, John. I don't know if I missed the number of radials that you said you had on it. I'm running a pair of verticals at the moment in phase with a 3-element monoband Yagi, and the verticals I'm using raised radials. They're about a meter off the ground, something like that, maybe just under a meter, and 8 radials on each vertical element, and they are switchable. But I did find that raising the radials did reduce the SWR. In fact, it's almost 1-to-1, and also reduced the noise a little bit as well. So I'm not too sure if you're running radials on the ground or raised. I know a lot of people do excuse me, do recommend raising the radials. There are other benefits as well. You don't have to bury them under the ground. You can run the lawnmower underneath the radials without getting them all tangled up, as happened when I first put the radials out, and that took a while to unravel, but they certainly do work very well. G3YRZ, GM8OFQ, back to you.
Yep, GM8OFQ, G3YRZ. Yes, thanks for that. I didn't mention the number of radials because it's very embarrassing. There are 2 radials, and they're along the ground, and they are each about, I suppose, a similar length actually to the vertical itself. They're about 15, 18 feet. And right at the base of the vertical is, I've bashed in, because there's a temporary lash up at the moment, so I've bashed in about half of a copper earth stake, so there's a couple of feet of earthing there. But I'm very pleased with the performance on 40 as it is. So I think a couple more bits of wire chucked across the grass. A couple of weeks before I do any lawn mowing at the moment. And I'll see what difference there is. I think I'm not too sure what the angle of radiation is. I don't have a thing to model it on.
but I haven't yet heard anything in the way of real DX. On the other hand, it's not been up for many weeks, and I've had other things to do. Been messing around on the 6 meters and so on. Anyway, I know you're popular on here, and people queue up to give you a report. But you're nice and strong here, and it is consistent. It's consistently strong. I suspect there'd be a higher field strength if I use the other antenna, which is basically a loop wrapped around the garden. But it would take too long for me to change that over. Anyway, thanks very much for coming back and for the report, and that's very heartening. I'm quite pleased. It's there's a bit of wire strung up in the air, really. I wish you sympathy threes, Jeff, and have fun. And we'll speak another day, maybe when I've put on a couple more radials. GM8OFQ, G3YZ signing, wishing you all the best. Bye for now.
Yes, okay, John, excellent. Well, you're doing a good job with just the 2 radials. Certainly putting up a good signal up into this direction. And I'm sure that a couple more radials would work very well. I started putting more and more radials on. I started off with 4 radials. I doubled it up to 8 and then doubled that up to 16, but I didn't notice any difference between 8 and 16. So I took 8 away from the 16 and just ended up with 8 radials, which seems to give a very good radiation pattern, and switching them backwards and forwards gives me about 15 dB front to back, 10 to 15 dB, which is quite reasonable, and the noise level didn't decrease with the 16 radials either, so there's a bit of a waste of wire. So we just stuck with the 8 radials, and I think a lot of people who do run verticals will say that any more than 8 radials is perhaps not worth the effort. I know a lot of people will run hundreds and hundreds of radials, but I think depending on what sort of ground conductivity you have, it does depend. Obviously, if you've got poor conductivity, then the more radials the better. But fortunately here, we got very good conductivity, and so 8 radials is quite sufficient. Excellent. Well, we'll catch up with you later and continue the chat there, John. All the very best, and we'll see you later. G3YRZ, GM8OFQ.
GM8OFQ, G3YRZ, very quick final. Yes, thanks for that, Jeff. It's an interesting experience. Despite the age of my license, I've never really experimented with a vertical. It's always been dipoles and long wires and so on and so forth. And it's a first ever. It's very, very interesting. It's relatively quiet on 80 meters, surprisingly quiet, but very, very noisy in terms of QRN on top band. Anyway, been a delight, and I'll look out for you in a couple of weeks for the next stage of the experiment. GM8OFQ, G3YZ. Bye for now.
Yeah, my pleasure. Thanks a lot, John. 73 bar.
Golf 1, India, Lima, Juliet.
Yeah, Golf 1, India, Lima, Juliet. Yeah, very good evening. Thanks very much for calling in. Good signal from you there, Clive. You're 5.9 plus. And I think this is going to have to be my last contact this evening before we go QRT. So nice to hear you again. It's been 4 years since we spoke to you last, Clive. June 21st, 2018. So, nice to hear you again. Hope everything's well with you there. G1ILJ, GM8OFQ.
Okay, good afternoon, Jeff. Golf Mike 8 Oscar, Fox, Quebec, Golf 1 India, Lima, Juliet. Yes, nice to make contact with you again, Jeff. Superb signal down here, located near Scarborough in North Yorkshire, not quite, just up on the top of the North Yorkshire Wolds. You're a good 5 and 9 plus 20, beautiful audio, and I'm just bringing a very old radio, an FT902DM valve radio, bit of a project that's just reached completion, so back on the air again. I think it's about 45 years old, which is about developing 70 watts into a home double-less antenna, Jeff. So nice to make contact with you on what sounded like your last contact of the day. Golf Mike 8, Oscar, Fox, Quebec, Golf 1 India, Lima, Juliet.
Yeah, very good indeed, Clive. Well, congratulations. You've got a good job done there on the 992. You're sounding very good. You're probably peaking 10 dB over on the peaks, a little bit of QSB, and nice modulation there on the audio. So sounding very good indeed. And yeah, you double it, putting up a nice signal into the Orkney Islands. We're running here